People often say that sometimes the greatest challenges in life end up being something you're so proud of, or end up being the most gratifying feeling in the end. To the fans, you made these songs for the last couple decades into what they became so that we could do a 3.5-hour set list. Tour of the century, I really can't tell you how much this means to me, because...
So I'm honestly not shocked this happened, because it's more than deserved. Check out Taylor's acceptance speech for Tour of the Century tonight at the iHeartRadio Music Awards.
This is amazing. Hi. Thank you so much to iHeart, and thank you so much mainly to the fans. Tour of the Century, I really can't tell you how much this means to me, because I accept this on behalf of all my tour mates, all my fellow performers, my band, everyone who toured with us, our crew. This is actually the 2-year anniversary of the first show of the Eras Tour. So I've been doing a lot of processing since I've been off the road these last few months. And, people often say that sometimes the greatest challenges in life end up being something you're so proud of, or end up being the most gratifying feeling in the end, if you can rise to the occasion. And this tour was absolutely the most challenging thing I've ever done in my life. It's a 3.5-hour show, more shows than I've ever done on a tour. And it really was the most gratifying thing I've ever done. I think about that tour constantly. I'm so proud of it. And the only reason I was able to take on those challenges, among others, the ambition of the production, the length of the show, the amount of shows, all the different countries we played in, that's all because of the fans. To the fans, you made these songs for the last couple decades into what they became so that we could do a 3.5-hour set list. You had the passion and the generosity to care about traveling to see us on tour in all these places all over the world. It blows my mind. I'm never going to stop being grateful for it. And I appreciate this more than you know. Thank you so much for honoring this tour.
Welcome to the Eras Tour. And I don't know if you know this, but this is actually the first night of the Eras Tour. Did you know? So, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that if you're here tonight, there's a pretty good chance that you went to a considerable amount of effort to be with us tonight. Is that true? All right. Well, first of all, let me just say, on behalf of me and every single performer that you see on this stage, all the band, all the crew, every single person who have been putting together this tour for years, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for wanting to be with us on night one. Now, speaking of the people that are on this stage with me, we are so lucky on this tour because we have incredible, incredible opening acts. We started off the evening seeing a fellow Nashville girl, an incredible singer-songwriter named Gail. Give it up again for Gail. Did really go heavy on the Nashville this evening because after that you got to see one of my favorite bands in the entire world. Some of my favorite moments live watching a band have been watching Paramore. Give it up again for Paramore! So tonight we're going to be going on an adventure, one era at a time. We're going to be exploring the last 17 years of music that I've been lucky enough to make and you have been kind enough to care about. We got songs about all kinds of things ahead of us. We got songs about breakups and like teenage love triangles and even liars and dirty chicks in the world. This song that we're about to play for you now, and we'd love for you to join us and sing along with it. This is just a good old-fashioned love song, you know? Oh, by the way, I'll be your host this evening. My name is Taylor. catch up on. Because it's been a really long time since I've been on tour. And to say that a lot has happened is really an understatement, but I'm just gonna pick a few things that seem relevant to the topic at hand. So we've added 4 new members to the family. Their names are Lover, Folklore, Evermore, and Midnights. And I also decided to re-record my first 6 albums, which you've been fantastic about. Just the best, and I've missed you so much, and I can't even go into how much I missed you because there's no way to verbalize it. I just did so very much, and I'm so happy to see you. I'm really, really, really overwhelmed and trying to keep it together all night. And we're currently in the middle of the Evermore album, which is an album I absolutely love, despite what some of you say on TikTok. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen all of it. And ever since this particular song was born, off of the Evermore album, I've wondered what it might be like to, scream and sing it with you.
I'm so glad to see Taylor win the Tour of the Century Award at the iHeartRadio Music Awards tonight, because it's more than deserved. And I don't think anyone can contest the massive impact the Eras Tour has had on the world since it began 2 years ago today. So big congrats to Taylor. And speaking of the tour, check out this great behind the scenes story from the choreographer Mandy Moore in the next video.